Alright, welcome back to Do-It-Myself Garage. I would let you listen to the noise. It sounds like popcorn coming from the engine. I've narrowed it down to it's on the front. So it's either something loose, a bad bearing, or the timing chain's messed up. It rattles like crazy, but it doesn't do it really above idle. I kind of wiggled on the water pump and it feels a little loose, but it's hard to tell with all the belts tight. So let's tear into this and see if we can figure out what's making the noise. Alright, let's take the alternator loose first. I'll put this extra bracket on here to keep it from going forward and back. I lost my original bracket. I might have actually thrown it away, not realizing what it was. I don't know. I can maybe go back and look at some photos. Might not even came with the car for all I know. I've already got the battery disconnected. I've got that battery disconnect now. So what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to turn this stuff freely so I can tell which piece of equipment has the bad bearing or is rattling or whatever's going on here. Can I get that loose enough? I don't think that's my problem. I just replaced this alternator. Now that's not the problem. Alternator is definitely not the problem. Okay, so I might as well tighten him back up. I'm going to make sure the bolts are in this thing down here, because that could be causing problems if those are loose. No, all four of those bolts are in there. Car show to go to tomorrow, so I can't afford to have this broke down right now. Alright, I think I found it. So, this doesn't rattle. It's brand new. This doesn't rattle. None of this is loose. The washers are still squished down good. I checked the bolts down there. They look good. Nothing here. But this power steering pump. I believe that's my rattle, son. And you know, it does it at idle, so that's the only time you hear it. Alright, so I took the power steering pump off. Alternator's tightened back up. I'm going to start it up and see if the rattle's gone. If so, then I know it is the power steering pump. Then I know I'll have had it narrowed down. Gets too hot to work on. Let's disconnect the alternator, which will disconnect the water pump also. Alright, if the noise continues now, I've gotten something seriously wrong because all the front accessories are off. Should be plenty good for right now. It's holding the pulley on there. If she still makes a noise, then it's the water pump. If she doesn't, it's the stupid fan clutch, which is like 50 bucks. And I can still go to a car show tomorrow. like I say, fan had to come off there one way or the other, right? So if I start it up again and it doesn't make noise, then the internals of the engine should be just fine. Without a load on it, it sounds a lot less like prominent. As soon as I put a load on it, it's like, all right, it's the next day. I'm in the middle of pulling the harmonic balancer. So I had a couple suggestions from the forums last night. One really good one was fuel pump. So I'm thinking fuel pump / fuel pump eccentric. If that thing came loose in there, she'd be rattling. And if it's, didn't fall off completely because the bolt can't back all the way out, the fuel pump would still work. Which is the case because the car still runs. See that or the chain? Alright, forgot I had you zoomed in. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with this harmonic balancer. Alright, so I had to have the harmonic balancer off either way because I've got to pull that timing cover. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, so this was a brand new timing chain. And, but I think it's this oil pump eccentric. I don't think that's supposed to rattle like that. I know it's supposed to go around and around, but I don't think that's supposed to rattle like that. So that could definitely be my noise. Well, at least it's not a broken chain. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the eccentric. Was a little on the loose side, which, I mean, like loose, like there's a lot of play in it. So I ground it down a little bit. The way this engine works, it does not affect the cam backlash. That's handled on the other side. So this bolt just holds on the timing gear. So anyway, I took some of the backlash out. I put some grease in there, so at least when I first start it up, it won't rattle. All right, so I'm happy to report there's nothing wrong with the timing chain. I was really, really worried about that. Fuel pump, apparently, when the spring goes bad in those, they tend to slap on the fuel pump eccentric. I did grind a little bit down on the back side so it would sit a little more flush. It still has plenty of room to spin. I put a little bit of axle grease on it to kind of keep it from bouncing, at least to start, so that way I can kind of eliminate the noise, so I know it's not that. But I might be replacing a fuel pump here pretty soon. So I put the gasket back on best I could with some Permatex. Hard to tell here. Anyway, I got the gasket back on there with a little bit of Permatex on the pump side. We're going to put it back in the car. And then we're going to see if we can get this thing to run and not leak. We shall see. Pretty sure the noise was coming from the fuel pump here in the front, and we're going to throw it back together and see if it quieted it down. Okay, next day. I might regret this, but I used the old timing cover gasket with a little bit of black goo on there. Couldn't get another gasket, so it was in really good shape, so hopefully it holds. I've got the timing cover on. It had sat overnight. Obviously the water pump is sat for 2 days now, and I haven't added any water yet. Now I just got to get the harmonic balancer and everything on the front of the engine back on, and then we can fire it up and see if she runs. Oh, I have to reinstall the fuel pump too. I didn't bolt that in. All right, so hardest part, harmonic balancer, pulley back on. Fuel pump, not that hard, but bolts are a little bit of a pain to get to. So it's all bolted on. I'm gonna have my grandson help me here and we'll get the rest of the front end put back on. All right, it is all back together. Battery's hooked up. We should be good to go. Pray that it's nice and quiet. I didn't put any antifreeze in it yet. I just want to see if it's going to make the noise. Then we'll top it off. Let me take the cap off here so I don't forget. Okay, let's start it up, see if it makes any noise. You didn't do the belt very good. What'd you do? Well, good news is it doesn't make the hammering noise. Bad news is we must not have had that belt on there very good. I think it broke. Well, I know it broke. What'd you do? I blame Chris for that one. Grandson's helping out. All right, so we'll throw another belt on here. I think that one actually had a nick in it from doing stuff, so we will throw another belt on and add some antifreeze, and we'll be back. All right, we're gonna start it up with the cap off the radiator. I already added a bunch. See if I throw another belt. Fuel pump. But no internal damage on the engine, and that was my main concern. I missed a car show because of that stupid knock. But I'd rather miss a car show than miss the rest of the season because I ignored a warning sign, you know? Went and washed up a little bit. Oh, that is an awesome sound. Nice and quiet. Let's take her for a test drive, make sure she's still gonna work good for me. There we have it. She's running good. Doing what she's supposed to. Engine temperature's good, so that new water pump's working great. After she cools off, I'll top off the fluids and we should be all set. That was really an odd one, guys. Apparently Pontiac with that fuel pump, if that spring gets a little weak, she'll tap at idle. And of course I had something to tap against because that concentric has so much slop in it. So I'm guessing the sound will probably come back after a while, but at least now I know what it is. And then eventually I'll just go ahead and replace the fuel pump. And maybe I'll do some research and see what brands work better. I think I got this fuel pump off of Summit. I'd have to double check again. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all those great things, and we'll definitely see you in the next video.